So every now and then there are some assets in the space that begin to become extremely undervalued for what they truly are. And there are some that frankly are overvalued for what they are. And I would say that right now, ADA is extremely undervalued for what the Cardano blockchain is. You know, some people will look at it and they'll say, oh yeah, you know, there's not much going on in terms of users. No one's utilizing the chain right now and blah, 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 and all these things, but they don't grasp how big Cardano can actually become, the things that it can do. Okay. Just because right now it doesn't have a whole lot of users doesn't mean that it won't have a lot of users. Really think about this. Okay. The easiest thing to fix in terms of blockchains is adoption. It truly is, right? Paid partnerships, endorsements, more marketing, that types of stuff can easily change the entire utilization of a blockchain. Some of the hardest things to do, uptime, security, gas fees, right? We can see that from some of the other chains. It's problems that continue to persist. But seeing as Cardano has a very good handle on some of these other things, don't we think that they can fix this adoption issue pretty easily? Yeah, I think they can. Do they have to go the route of paid adoption? Not necessarily, but that's the point I wanted to make. These actual pieces of infrastructure that are here for Cardano are actually stuff that is built for the long term. They're built for long-term adoption and utilization of blockchain tech, whether it be retail or enterprise or institutional money or whatever, right? So right now, I believe that ADA is undervalued compared to the rest of the market because a lot of people are overlooking it. They're chasing shiny toy objects. They're looking at chains that have a ton of users right now. And I think we, again, have a very similar push like we did late last market cycle, where ADA didn't necessarily underperform, but it wasn't a huge performer in the early market cycle or early bull market in 2020. But then in 2021, it really came on and it outperformed a lot of its competitors. I believe we're going to see the exact same thing. Now, of course, this is not financial advice. This is not a guarantee. We don't know what's going to happen. We're still early, 2024 right now. The back half of the year may look completely different. Maybe ADA surges and we're talking a completely different story by then. But right now at the current price, I believe it's undervalued. Now, what I want to say is, actually, this was a question from AS5136. Appreciate you asking this. So he asked, now that I'm turning more bullish on some other assets, he wants to see an updated list of my top 10 coins going into the end of the bull market cycle. And for the most part, this has remained very much unchanged. Really, the two big changes I did was Hex out, Matic out, and then AVAX in, Link in. The reason why is right now, in terms of Hex, there's some questions going on there. There's, kind of not an ecosystem brawl, but there kind of is that's going on. So I just have questions about it. I think it's still going to perform well. Again, it's not financial advice, but right now, for the time being, I've moved it out. Matic, right now, I believe that layer 2s are, the problem is Ethereum's demand is starting to wane a little bit. The reason why I say that is there are some emerging blockchains. You'll notice that most of these coins at the top here, they're blockchain tokens, right? Governance tokens, gas tokens, whatever. And there are a lot of emerging layer 1s that solve Ethereum's biggest problem, and that's gas fees. So the question is how does dominance begin to shift where some of these other coins begin to get dominance? I think so. I think that's a way that obviously Cardano can take big steps forward. I think some of these other chains do as well. But because of that, I've moved Matic out. Obviously AVAX has been an early market performer. I think it still performs well the rest of the cycle. Link, again, same thing, early market performer. I think it's going to perform well the rest of this market cycle. But there are ones that I think are going to shock a lot of people. I believe ADA is going to shock a lot of people. I believe ICP is going to shock a lot of people. Same thing with SHIB. SHIB is kind of the big question mark, but not in the sense of will it perform well, will it won't. I think it's just a matter of where it ends up at the end of this cycle. I believe it's the only ERC20 that's in the top 10 coins in crypto by the end of this cycle. So that's just my thoughts here moving forward. But at some point, the switch is going to flip for ADA, guys. People are going to realize what's actually been built here. And it's something big that can really change this space forever. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.